So today, every shot that we take will cost $100.
Right, yeah. Pretty close.
We're going broke already.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, you guys are pretty close in one way.
Oh man. Oh! God,
You brought it.
What the heck?
Hey, what's going on, Fire Team? Welcome back to Shift Fire, the exploration and appreciation of all things military culture. My name is Cameron Fath. I'm one of your hosts, and I am also a former Army Ranger. With me, as always, my magnificent co-host.
Wow, thanks. Thanks, Cameron. I'm Israel Wright, former Green Beret, and I wear whole shirts.
Well, that's because Green Berets don't f***ing lift, but you guys are tuned in to an episode of Lethal Antiquities. Israel, why don't you, in your full shirt wearing, tell us what Lethal Antiquities is?
Well, let me tell you, Lethal Antiquities is a show where Cameron and I get to walk down memory lane and look at weapons from times past. At the beginning of each show, we don't know what we're gonna see. We have a firearms expert that we bring in from the Hollywood video game movie community. They're gonna show us the weapon, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna talk about its history and its function, but most importantly,
we're gonna shoot the damn thing! But before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to this video so you can stay up on the latest and greatest from all things Shift Fire. Without further ado, let's do it! Hey, Clay, what's going on, bro?
Hey guys, good to see you.
Clay.
What's the matter, they don't pay you enough to have a whole shirt?
All right, I'm tired of the tank top jokes. We're here to unveil a box, not admire my guns. But welcome back, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
you having me. For those of you who don't know, Clay's from MovieGunGuy.com. Clay, why don't you explain a little bit about your background for those of the viewers just joining us?
Sure. I'm an armorer for the movie and television industry, so we provide all the weapons that you see in all of your favorite shows. Make sure everybody uses them safely and gets home with the same amount of holes they showed up with.
Well, that's a good enough explanation for me, man. What about a couple projects that the people might know about?
You've probably seen us in Apex Legends, and you've also seen The Last of Us 2. We did a bunch of mocap stuff for that.
I'm sorry, did you say Apex Legends?
I did, as a matter of fact.
Trigger warning! Israel loves Apex.
You had my attention, now you have my interest.
Yes, but you being here means underneath this very Harbor
hey.
Freight tarp is something cool.
I did bring you something cool today, and I've got some hints for you. 50.
50. Hey, at least it's not
man.
70 this time.
Yeah, right?
Just
Are we
staying in
talking
the same vein.
1850? Is it the 1250s? I mean, I just want to go right to 50 cal. I want some sort of 50 caliber weapon underneath this curtain. You gonna go a little more avant-garde?
There's a Browning automatic rifle in here.
I will say that one of you is close.
You know, just because it's the only one I ever worked with, the Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle.
It's a great guess.
Also today, every shot that we take will cost $100.
Right, yeah. Pretty close.
We're going broke already.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, you guys are pretty close in one way.
Oh man. God,
You brought it.
What the heck?
This is the Smith & Wesson 500. It's a 50 caliber revolver.
What in the? That is like a hand cannon. man.
Absolutely. This was manufactured originally in 2003. It's still being made, and it is the most powerful production handgun in existence.
Tell us a little bit about 50 cal. You heard the term 50 cal. What exactly does that mean, 50 cal?
So when you talk about caliber, you're talking about the diameter of the round, basically. So in our favorite case, the 9mm, that is 9 millimeters across, which is about 0.38 inches, close to a 38. Our old friend, the 44 Magnum, is 0.44 inches across. Smith & Wesson 500 is a full
look at that.
half-inch across.
Big daddy of them all.
Yeah, and this is a 500 grain bullet. This was a 250 grain bullet.
Wow, 500 green. No kidding.
Yeah.
Twice the size.
Yeah, so as a matter of fact, they made a version of this with a bright orange grip inside a bright orange Pelican case with a safety whistle designed for bush pilots in Alaska.
Oh my God. For elephants.
If you go down, you got something to take care of grizzlies if you have
the
to.
caribou and the grizzlies.
Right.
Has this been featured anywhere? More prominently, video games, movies?
Yeah, you've seen this in Machete with Danny Trejo. He carries a chopped down version of this. You see it in Resident Evil 4 and 5.
I was gonna say, this is a very Resident Evil.
Absolutely, you got
gun.
it for blowing up zombie heads.
Yeah.
Nothing is better.
They only give you 5 bullets the entire game. You always got to use it for a boss.
Yep. Yeah, and this is kind of unusual. We're used to 6-round revolvers, but you can see this one's only got room for 5 because
that
those rounds are
round is
so damn big.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, I think we're done talking about this bad boy. Let's actually see if it lives up to its name, right?
You sure?
Yep, I'm
All
ready,
right.
dude.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go. All right, gentlemen.
Very excited.
Here
I'm
we
very
go.
excited.
All right, so we got doubled up ear protection, right?
Yep.
Yeah, double the ear
Yep,
protection.
all doubled up.
All right.
Cameron, for your sake, I will take a vow of non-violence for the next 5 minutes.
Okay, great, because this is the most American thing we've done on this channel.
So I am going to ask you on your first shot, load 1 round.
Load 1 round.
Just 1 round.
Just to feel it?
Yep.
All right, baby. Who did it better? The Smith & Wesson or Cameron's guns? That was good.
Yeah.
Did I shoot more?
Sure, do it.
How was that, Cameron?
My wrist hurts.
How's your palm?
My palm hurts. Well, that's the light trigger, sorry.
You got it.
You got it.
Finally, that's 5.
That was 5.
It's good, man. Yeah, definitely get a good hold up on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you'll feel it.
You want me to start with one?
Same deal. Just start with one so you know what it feels like.
All right.
Because like you said, that single action trigger's
Yeah, it's
pretty light.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, lean into it. You almost fell up on your ass there.
Man.
And it's not that I doubted either of your skill. This is something you want to kind of feel out one time
Yeah.
first.
No, it's good.
Or
That
just dive
just the
into
initial impression is it's like a good primer.
Right.
Girl! Oh,
Definitely got it. Okay, you killed it. Right in the head. Nice. Killed it. Woo!
there it is.
Yep.
Whoop, there it is.
That was
indeed.
amazing.
Hands still tingling?
I feel so
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
I don't know if that's my blood vessels collapsing on each other or just freedom coursing through my veins. That was awesome, man.
So powerful.
So powerful, makes you feel powerful. Now we get it. You were telling me. What were you telling me on the line there?
I'm not really into fast cars, but sometimes when you drive in a fast car or you ride in one, you're like, I kind of get the appeal.
Right.
When I fire this, I kind of get it. I
Yeah.
kind of get the appeal of the powerful weapon, you
Right.
know, in the palm of your hand,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, this firearm is something you buy and then you have a barbecue and then you drink a couple beers and then you tell your buddies, look what I f***ing got!
I got something to show you guys.
For the record, don't do that.
do that.
Don't do
Drink
that.
non-alcoholic O'Douls.
Right. Well, we shot 2 different rounds in the gel there. So on the front right now, we shot the flat point. This is 500 grains.
Right.
And you can see the damage it did. On the backside, we shot a lighter round. It was 325 grains, but it was a hollow point. And you
Yeah.
can see that expansion.
Ballistics are so cool, man.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're thinking about a higher grain, you think higher grain, more power, more velocity, bigger wound. Not necessarily.
Not
And
necessarily.
then you start getting into the mechanics of the design of the round.
Right.
And then you notice, because hollow points, if you want to dial in on that bad boy, yeah, flowers are in mushrooms. When the hollow point hits, it's going to expand out. And basically, that circular round turns into this rotating, spinning, sharp dial of death.
Right.
And it just continues to spin. But when it impacts, it creates that gaping hole. Because, I mean, the effect of doing this when it hits versus just punching through
Right.
creates a giant cavity.
Yeah, and you can see the permanent wound cavity in the hollow point is much bigger.
Yes.
The temporary one was even bigger than that. We'll be able to see that on slow motion much better. But the permanent cavity from this one to the flat point is much, much different.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it important, you know, these ballistics gels, we talked about it a little bit before, but why is it important to have something like a tool like ballistics gel to see, you know, the travel, the fragmentation, you know, the aerodynamics of your bullet?
Well, the FBI did a lot of these tests back in the 40s and 50s, and they were trying to figure out the ideal round to stop a perpetrator. And they tried to find some amalgam that was close to human flesh, and they would put body armor, they would put heavy denim clothes, because that was a problem with early hollow points. They'd get clogged up with denim and they wouldn't expand.
Oh,
So they
wow.
weren't any better than ball ammo.
Oh.
So being able to see what this does in a ballistics gel gives you a rough idea of what it would do in a body, so you know what the terminal effect of this might be,
Okay.
whether you're hunting or have to deal with law enforcement or military.
Clay, this was amazing. I have a hard time finding an episode that I had more fun doing, because this was awesome. The hand cannon, man, it was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have our nostalgic historical weapons that like bring you back and they really give you the respect for where firearms came from. But that, we're here.
This one just smacks you around.
now.
Just get out of the
Bigger
way!
the better,
Yeah.
America, baby.
50 cal, baby,
Right?
that's awesome.
Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thanks again,
It's
guys.
always a pleasure every time
Clay,
you're
thank
here.
you so much, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Lethal Antiquities. Folks, be sure to go check out Clay at moviegunguy.com if you want to see what they're up to. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to stay up with all the updates from Shift Fire. Hit that like button, share it with your friends. Leave a comment down in the comment section letting us know what kind of weapons you'd like us to review in future episodes of Lethal Antiquities. Till next time, team, take care. And then you say, hey, I want to
you get the point, right?
Yeah.
This is a strictly showing off gun, and it's good for bears.
Yeah, and I suppose it's good for grizzly bears.
You got the random elephant charging you. You're on Hollywood Boulevard
In
or
Alaska.
something.
Cross your fingers.